Hey guys, this is Philip Milner from Blockli. I want to take a few minutes of your time to show you something really cool, super cool that we're working behind the scenes with Blockli. Now, of course, Blockli, it's a product that supports the Buddyboss app that allows you to create custom features and add custom features to your Buddyboss app without the need for you to learn React Native, WordPress, or even hire a developer to do that. Here's the thing. The Buddyboss app is such an incredible tool, an incredible product, and we are excited, of course, to be developing products and features that support the Buddyboss app. I love it, and I enjoy doing that. But here's the thing: over time, the one need that most customers are requesting is the ability to have support for their custom post types. So if you use the Buddyboss app, you know that if you don't do write a specific code or do something to sort of create a support for your custom post type for the Buddyboss app, then your custom post type is going to be open as a web fallback. And of course, if you want to use blocks, you can only use the blocks that are available when you are creating an app page. You would need to, if you want to have blocks for your custom post type, you would actually have to build that block. Now we've built blocks for people, for customers, help them create integrations for their custom post type to the Buddyboss app. But then from that we figured, you know what, there could be a better way to do this so that everybody can benefit from taking a piece of the cake, right? So I want to show you something really cool that we're working on. It's called dynamic blocks with Blockli. So I'm just gonna quickly swap up over here. So right here, I'm just showing what's going on in the backend. This is not yet ready for production, but it's going to be gone anytime soon. So here's Blockli. Of course, for those of you who haven't used Blockli before, Blockli allows you to add UI cards, video cards, graphic cards, postcards, and featured cards to highlight things like ads and ads on your Buddyboss app. But this is the latest thing we're working on called dynamic block. So we are creating a dynamic block engine that would allow you to actually have support for your custom post type in the Buddyboss app with the click of a finger. So right here, we can see that I can detect, so our block generation engine will detect all of your, all the custom post types installed on your WordPress website. So in this case, I have a bunch of them. Of course, spaces, you all love spaces. Spaces is right here. These are just the custom plugins that I have on my site that actually runs custom post types. So Blockli would detect that, and what would happen is you could actually tell Blockli, hey, I want you to generate blocks for this particular plugin for me. So in this case, spaces and all of that, like say books, sermon. Let's just use these things as examples, right? And so once you check the ones that you want, and it can of course detect forums, discussions, replies, activity feed, literally everything on your WordPress website. Blockli would detect that, and then Blockli would dynamically generate a block for each of those custom post types. So let's save this, and we're gonna go to the second stage where you're going to now choose a template and then map the fields, right? So we are already gonna have predefined React Native templates that you can choose from. Because the trick here is that, yes, you have your block, but you need React Native, right? So you need to have the template in order to connect the block to that template, which is kind of where the challenge is. So what we've done is that we've built out a bunch of templates depending on sort of what we call custom post type categories. So we know that your custom post type might fit into something like a product, like WooCommerce, events, articles, like posts. So those kind of categories is what we're looking at, and then we're sort of designing templates for each of those custom post type categories. Then you can just come in here. This is not this is literally just us testing something, but this is how it's going to work. You're going to choose a template here. So select your block template. So you can select any template. Now when you select a template, Blockli will show you the fields that are associated with that template, and then you can now actually map the contents or the fields in your custom post type to that particular template. So in this case here, I'm going to open up, so here it says sermon, so it shows me all of the custom fields that are associated with that particular post type. So in this case, even spaces, right? I can find, if I scroll down, once I have a space, let's say space actually here, you would pull all of the fields from spaces and then map it to the block template and then just hit save, right? And then once you go to create an app page, then you can find those blocks there. So in this case, I have my forums, my sermons, my books, my Blockli teaching. Like these are all custom post types, and these blocks are dynamically generated. Now let's try it with WooCommerce just so that you get an idea. So let's go and install WooCommerce right now. Let's jump in here. Let's go to plugins. Let's add a new plugin, and we're going to search for WooCommerce. And yep, let's install WooCommerce. All right, installed, activate. So we have WooCommerce installed. So let's go in here. Let's create a WooCommerce product, add a new product. So the reason why I'm doing this is because, of course, you would already have products installed. You need to actually create a WooCommerce product for the custom fields to be generated by WooCommerce, actually. So let's call this product one. Sorry, permit me here. And then we'll just add a text here. Let's set a featured image for this product. Let's set that. Let's add price, $500, inventory shipping, inventory, link product attributes. Do we have anything going on? Purchase note, All right, so I think that's all we really need. Short description, blah, blah, blah. And then let's give it a category. And then we can also add a tag. So let's add a WooCommerce tag here, tag one, and drop that. So this is so that we can generate all of those custom fields that are associated with WooCommerce. And then we're going to publish this. So now that this is published, we are going to now go to Blockli, and you're going to see the magic. Okay, so let's jump to Blockli, go to dynamic blocks. You see right here, you see products, right? So once you install the plugin, then it's going to show up here, and then we're going to select that. We're going to say, hey, we want to create a block for WooCommerce products. So we're going to click save. And then we're going to go to custom fields. We're going to see that product here. We're going to select our React Native template, whatever template you select. And then we're going to pull the fields. So you can see now we're pulling all of the fields that are coming from WooCommerce, right? So you could map whatever you want to map, the price of the product, the thumbnail image, total sales, all of that. So we're going to be making specific React Native templates that match a product. This is just like a sample that I'm showing you here. Now, of course, the featured image, the product title, all of those things are dynamically going to be put by Blockli. So now once you save this, so now let's go to an app page. Let's refresh here. So let's say we want to add a block here, and we're going to go here. We're going to scroll down. Look at that. This is amazing. I'm loving this. Look at this. This products. Do you see that? So, okay, so we select that. We drop the product on the app page. In this case, you drop a product here, you give a heading, then you can select the style template that you want for that particular block. You could filter it, you can select specific products that you want to showcase or whatever, and then do all the styling for that particular block, and then hit save, refresh your app screen, boom, you have the WooCommerce product block showing up on your app page. And just to also give you an example, so these are some of the templates that we're already working on that I want to show you right here. So this is for Events Calendar Pro or any event plugin. It doesn't matter what it is. Blockli is not specific to any specific plugin. Once you have a plugin that creates a custom post in your WordPress website, Blockli will detect it, generate a block for it. And so now what we're going to now do is we're just going to start. Remember how I was talking about at this stage, you get to select a template, right? So these are like some of those templates. So in this case, you can see that this is a block template here. So basically you're going to see this show up here. And then you're going to map the fields. For example, you can see there's an image, there's a title, how many people are going to this event, the location of the event, the date of the event. If I have an event plugin installed here, when I pull up these custom fields here, it's going to pull up all of the custom fields that are associated with that event, and then I can map them. And then, of course, when we eventually now release, of course, the this is the event details screen here. So when you click on the block, now at first, we're going to release the block first. So when you click on the block, of course, it will open your event in a web fallback. But then in the subsequent release, we're going to make it such that when you click on the block, then it's going to open the event in a full, like in a native screen. And then you can even have all your event screen, which is like your all post screen for events. This is another version of event design template that we're also making. So you can see, so literally for your, say for example, you use Event Calendar Pro, you're gonna have like 10 different templates to choose from for the Buddyboss app. So you're not literally just like stuck with one particular template. Now the cool thing, let me just kind of, so you understand the value here. If you were to come to me or to us and say, hey, I have Events Calendar Pro, or I have this particular plugin and I want to build a custom like support or native screens and blocks for that particular plugin in the Buddyboss app. Well, to build you a block and an app screen just like you see here and all of that, it's more or less like about a 40-hour work. You're going to be looking at a project of almost $5,000, right? Now, but for $399, you are getting not just one specific support for your custom post type, like literally every single custom post type that you have on your WordPress site will be supported natively inside the Buddyboss app. So this is amazing. This is going to be released in a couple of weeks, and I just wanted to share it with you guys, get feedback from you, just so that, like I'm sure we're in the right direction, but just in case we get any feedback from you guys. And please, of course, if you haven't yet purchased Blockli, you probably want to go get that license right now, because Blockli is currently still at the promotional price of $399, and by the end of this month, August, Blockli is going to actually go to the actual price of $799. Because if you think about it, I mean, this is saving you thousands of dollars every month, every year. And again, it comes with support, right? So in a case where you paid me or you actually hired me for 40 hours to build you a React Native template, that is just for one custom post type, right? And you're already going to be spending about $3,000 to $4,000 for that to happen. But here, you just don't have one custom post type. Every single post type on your WordPress website is actually going to be supported natively in the Buddyboss app. And then each of those custom post type will have several templates that you can actually choose from, or that you can pick from. Like, let me give you an example. Let's go to an app page here, just so that you get an idea of how Blockli templates work. So let's say I would drag in our blog post card here, right? So this is our blog post card. Now, the cool thing with our blog post card is that I can select multiple templates for my blog post card. So I can come here, select this one, select this one, select another one here. So you can see, right? So you're not just having one template, you're having multiple templates. If I were to add in, say, for example, our featured card. So let's just jump down here and go to featured card. Now, the featured cards allow you to put things like ads and, huge banners that would call attention, like billboards in your Buddyboss app. So you can come here and I'll select that. You see, it changes the template, changes the template, changes the template. Like, this is unbeatable. Like, if you haven't gotten this license yet, I think you should, because over the long run, this Blockli is going to save you thousands of dollars. But most importantly, I want to hear your feedback. What are your thoughts about the dynamic block generation engine that we are building? This is going to come out in 2-3 weeks from now. So if you haven't, go grab your Blockli license. Let us what you think about this feature in the comments below. And of course, keep being the boss as usual. And thank you for everyone for watching this.